So you can often find us camping, and usually we're in the Overlander, and lately we've been in the Adventure Van. But tonight we are packing to do something we have not done before. We are headed out to Kauai tomorrow to hike the Kalalau Trail. I don't think I said that right.
That's why we say Na Pali Coast instead.
But it's 11 miles in, 11 miles out. We're camping for 2 nights, so we are backpacking. And this is going to be my first time. Jason has done the Grand Canyon a handful of times, so he's taking me along for the ride. But we're going to show you what we're packing. So if you're about to do this trail, hopefully this is helpful for you.
We're going to start with our backpacks first. We have two Osprey 65 liters. They're internal backpacks. And we'll just go through a couple things. I have a lot of Nalgene bottles here. They're great for our MSR pump that we're going to use for filtration. And right here we have about 7.5 liters total, with another 1.5 liters for some bourbon. We'll get that in a minute here. We got some rat packs or rat sacks. But I think these are going to be actually cat sacks, because what we hear is that the island has cats that are out there taking our food, and so we got to protect it through these things, these meshes. We got our air mattresses here. We got one here and then one over there. We're going to blow them up with our handy dandy rechargeable air pump, and then we have some of these long spoons for our food. Bring the good word. And this is really cool. This has gotten really small over the years. The MSR Pocket Rocket stove that folds out and will allow us to boil water, so that when we take our dehydrated food, we can boil our water in our canisters here, and then it'll all fit. Put it back, and it'll all fit right in like so, and it's all compact, lightweight, just like we like it. We're bringing a couple of pocket knives just in case. The reason why I have two, again, we'll talk about the bourbon here in a minute, but this is a good pocket knife slash cheese knife. So when we go in style. And I like this one because it's got a little serrated in case we get in trouble. I don't know, cut something, chop something down. Of course, this is limited in its abilities. We got flashlights here, just one auxiliary, and then got a couple of headlamps, and then we have two battery packs. This right here is another kind of like ShamWow kind of towel, but it's more for soaking up water and then using it as a cool down. We hear that there's a couple of valleys on the trail that have some pretty stagnant air, not a lot of rain, but yet a lot of heat. So maybe we can keep ourselves cool that way. And then of course we have some toilet paper. I'll come over here real quick. We got her shoes right here. These are the On Clouds, and then I have the Solomons. And then we have our camp shoes. I can't stress that enough. If you guys haven't been on a camping trip before, your camping shoes, where you could just get your feet out of the shoes you've been hiking in for miles and miles, is a must. And so I've learned that the hard way in the Grand Canyon. Here's our sleeping bag. We're deciding to go with one sleeping bag. A, because we're married, and B, because it's lightweight. We're gonna try to save some of the weight and the volume by not bringing two sleeping bags. We're just gonna use it as a kind of a cover. We have a sheet over here. We're gonna put those on our air mattress. And I figure it's Hawaii on the beach. They're talking about 65 degrees at night. Sounds pretty good. I don't think we're gonna need a whole lot in terms of thermal protection. We have, just in case we need to put something in a sack for rain protection, like our bags. We have this. This is a day kind of sack in case we want to go hiking. Our plan is to go 11 miles in and stay for 2 nights. So that day 2, we're not setting up. We're just going to hang out, have a good time, maybe go explore. And if we need to bring a couple things, like some food or whatever, we're going to bring this. Another air mattress, like we were saying earlier. I got a bag. I don't know if we're going to bring this. This is just a waterproof sack in case you fall in the water. That happened in the Grand Canyon for me. So I don't know. Maybe I'll bring it. Maybe I won't. I don't intend on going in the water. We'll see. Got a camping chair, real lightweight. I think this. Oh, I bet you could look it up. It's the FlexLight Air Chair by REI. I think this is less than 2 pounds. Got some rain jackets, some rain flies just in case when we're hiking. Our walking sticks, those are a must. We have just a really lightweight, compact, just a general towel, a microfiber towel. You can edit that. We got Kelly's clothes here, and we got my clothes over here. Obviously, got a lot of clothes over here. Most of that's for after the hike. Our hike is 3 days, 2 nights. And you can see most stuff I have over here. I'm going with long, light pants, and I like to wear a shirt that's long sleeve with a hoodie just to keep the sun off you. It's better than even just putting sunblock on you constantly and feeling all sticky and having those chemicals on you. So I like that better. Okay, so when you're backpacking, you don't want to carry a lot of weight. So the best way to do that is with your dehydrated food. I happen to have a lot from other backpacking trips, all of which have been in the Grand Canyon. But we always go with just a variety of different things, whatever's on sale, whatever I can find. In this case, we have a lot of leftovers. So we have some breakfast over here. We got a Peak 2, I like this one, biscuits and gravy. And then we have 3 breakfasts and 4 dinners. We'll probably share this one, it's pretty hearty. And then for the lunch, we got a couple of high density, high calorie, but good protein. And these will be our lunch snacks. Going with the good old Weller Reserve. We'll do that at night. So one of the other little tips of the trade is to have sausage, cheese, crackers, and bourbon. And when you've hiked a long time and you're feeling just really sore, sometimes to the point that you can't even fall asleep. I know it sounds like a chemical dependency, but you know, you just in moderation and you enjoy yourself and you're doing it in style. So this is a good sipping whiskey that you can try neat, and it doesn't bite back too bad. Obviously, we have some things here that are necessities, from just toiletries to hygiene. I'm going to bring a couple of Ziploc bags, and really one of the reasons why is because when you throw this away, there's still residue in there. You don't get all the food out, and so you try to compact it down, and then you can put it in one of these Ziplocs, and you can keep all your garbage real tight and flat. Got some lotion, some medications here. I got Tylenol and ibuprofen, Benadryl. Again, I know what you're thinking, but it helps you sleep at night, and it's pretty harmless. So, what else here? We got some coffee, instant coffee, a must in the morning. Some wipes. And I got these other wipes. I work in the fire service, so I got these fire wipes, and I just, in case you got to just kind of freshen up, I got a few of those. Some hand sanitizer. So we talked a little bit earlier about the water filter. If that fails, we have tablets. And even if it doesn't fail, if your water is less than desirable, we always bring a little supplement for taste and then also for nutritional value. Electrolytes, salts, you're going to be sweating them out. You need more than just water. And then, of course, Pepto. And this one's a new one. So got our first aid kit. It's pretty stout in there. There's some tweezers, some bandages, some swabs, some alcohol swabs, keep things sterile. But my last trip in the Grand Canyon, I cut my hand pretty bad. It looks like it healed up really well, and that's because I kept on putting this on there. And so when you cut yourself, especially in places where you need to use that, whatever it's a crease or it's requiring usage like your hands, just keep on applying this if you find yourself with some full thickness lacerations. So ordinarily I would put a couple things on the outside of the pack, but since we're flying to Hawaii and then hiking, I have to put everything really inside because we're checking this in as luggage. So I have the tent right here, but I would like to put it down in the bottom. Our other problem is the Nalgene bottles. If I put them on the side pouches, they tend to fall out, especially if they're getting tossed around by baggage claim. So I have to figure that out when we get to Hawaii and probably have to repack. Here we are, we did it. Packed everything, but not how we want it. We got our shoes out. Obviously, we're gonna wear these. I got little odds and ends and all the little nooks and crannies right now. And then also, all of our Nalgene bottles, they're all empty. And I couldn't fit them in. I tried to fit as many as I could inside. Obviously, I still have some extra room, which is good. But these are all empty so we can make weight on the plane. I got a tent in here. I'm probably going to put it just like right down here. I'll mount it probably to the bottom, and that'll give us a lot more room to play with. Empty right now, I bet you they're barely 30 pounds. I'm going to carry the bulk of the water. That'll probably put me in the probably low 40s. I don't know if we're going to carry all 7.5, maybe 8 liters. Plus, we got the bourbon, so that's going to add, we got about a liter of bourbon, which is a little more than we need. But hey, I hear there's a lot of cool people that hike this, and maybe we can share, or we're going to a resort afterward in Kauai. It's going to be great. We can unwind for the next couple of days and enjoy. So here we are, all ready to go. One thing I do focus on is when these things are on the exterior, I throw a little D-ring in there, just a little janky D-ring. When we're hiking, and this is where our bottles typically go, if you ever have to do anything a little crazy, a little bending over, trying to go underneath a branch, or trying to do a crazy maneuver, you can see I did it here too. Especially with this pack, you can see it's a little blown out, a little tear. So when I put the bottles in here, they have a tendency to fall out, so I always put a D-ring on it, secure it in. In this case, it's going to have 2 purposes. They're going to throw around these packs on baggage claim, so might as well just take advantage and keep them secure this way. Definitely not going to put them in the pouches right now. How's it feel?
Like I'm going to be a little over my head. I think I'm ready.
Does it feel heavy?
All right. It seems tolerable. But it also seems like I have no idea what I'm getting into. So.
The backpack told you that?
Yeah. This was the pre-pack. We'll let you know post when we get out if we did it right. So wish us luck.
We did it right.